Negative exponents. Move them.
Let's start with the denominator. 1 over x. 9 over x squared. 1 over 1. Or not. 12 over x. 27 over x squared.
All right. GCF. That's the wrong phrase. Sorry. LCM. Least common multiple, least common denominator, LCD,
would be x squared. Everything gets multiplied by x squared. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. You're welcome. Now it's stuck in my head too, and yours. Okay, 1x squared, 12x, 27 x plus 9.
I feel like factoring. You know what else I could do? This just randomly hit me. Just saying. I'm trying to remember if y'all have learned this or not. I believe you have. I'm not recording these lessons in order. You could factor and get the same thing. All right, let's go to the next problem. Oh no, what are we going to do? We're going to spend the next 15 minutes on this problem is what we're going to do. We need to factor the denominators. Sometimes you're going to have to do that. And when you factor the denominators, well, GCF, difference of squares, sum of cubes. Ooh, you'll be all right. All right, start factoring. Let's try this again.
There we go. 5 over x plus 4, x minus 4.
We're going to have quite the least common denominator here.
Minus 2 over 3x, x plus 4.
Okay.
And then 1 over,
I'm scared. Sum of cubes, that is 4 cubed. So
x plus 4, x squared minus, I almost wrote the wrong sign. Let's fix that. Minus 4x plus 16.
Okay, we have a least common denominator of, hang with me, x plus 4, x squared minus 4x plus 16. Don't use that again. X minus 4 and 3x. That's a lot. That is a lot. So I'm going to write it, and I'm going to do what I can do on mine that you can't do on yours. I'm going to copy mine over and over.
So I have x plus 4, x squared minus 4x plus 16, x minus 4, and then 3x. We'll put 3x in the front.
Okay? So let's lasso this thing.
Let's do it this way.
Lasso this thing and copy it and paste it and paste it. Paste it. You're going to paste it.
There we go. Slide it up there. And we're going to paste it here too. Oh boy, what a sloppy mess. I'm ashamed of how messy this is. Let's do that. Okay, you may not have that luxury. I'm sorry if you don't, but
I wanted to use the tools that I had at my disposal, and I didn't want to write that over and over. So if you know what you're doing and you don't want to write all that and you want to skip this step, feel free. It's okay. I'm going to start canceling some stuff out.
Get these big bad mama jamas out of the way. You will cancel.
Okay. It's a mess, y'all. It's a mess if you don't know what you're doing.
1 times 3x times x minus 4. Let's just go ahead and start simplifying. That's going to give me 3x squared minus 4. No, 12. It's a mess if you don't know what you're doing.
Minus 12x.
All right, this guy right here is 3x times x squared minus 4x plus 16 times 5. So we're going to have 15x times all this stuff that you can barely see. So 15x, I'm going to stretch this out an extra step lest I do too much at one time and mess up beyond repair and then cry on camera.
And then we're going to have -2 times all this stuff. Y'all, it's going to be a mess.
negative 2, and then x minus 4, and then x squared minus 4x plus 16. Now, some people would be tempted to leave it here.
We are not some people. We are some people. Actually, I might need to factor that numerator again when I get everything done. Maybe the denominator will factor, although I seriously, seriously doubt it. Let's keep going.
Yeah. Numerator, unfactored. 15x to the third, 60x squared. 15 times 16. I feel ashamed that I don't know that off the top of my head. 15 times 16, I'm not going to use a calculator. That would be 30, and so 18, 180. No, it's 5. It's 80, 80, 80, 80, 80, duh. And then 16 is going to give me 4, 240? Yeah, it sounds right. 240. 240 x. Back in my day before we had calculators, this is what we did, and we enjoyed it. Feel free to skip some of this if you want to. Okay, lots going to happen here. We're going to have, hold up on that negative 2. X times x squared. X times negative 4x. X times 16. Negative 4 times x squared. Negative 4 times negative 4x. Negative 4 times 16. I seriously doubt this thing's going to factor. If it factors, I'll be so surprised. It might just knock my socks off. If you gave up a long time ago, don't panic. Don't worry, you're not the only quitter in the world. Negative 8 times negative 2 is positive 16. 32 times negative 2 is negative 64. 64 times negative 2 is 128.
There we go.
Take a big breath, keep on going. 13 x cubed. Negative 44. It's not going to factor.
And 240 minus 64 is 176. X. Yeah.
And then 128.
Okay. If you wanted to try factoring by grouping in the denominator, you could. You can't go any further with that. I'm sorry. That was fun, wasn't it? Sometimes they get complicated.